watching Edupedia World videos. In this lecture, we will talk about material listing and exclusion. Material listing or exclusion is functionality in SAP Sales and Distribution module that controls what materials a customer can buy. When you maintain a material listing for a customer, the customer can only buy those goods contained in the material listing assigned to the customer. So material exclusions allow you to set up a list of materials that a customer can buy. You can maintain a material listing at a sold to level and also at a payer level. In the event the sold to and payer are different and the material listing is maintained at both levels, the sold to material listing takes precedence over the payer material. If the listing is only maintained at either the sold to level or the payer level, SAP picks that level. If your business scenario demands a new configuration set up for material listing or exclusion, you can configure that by setting up the condition technique for material listing or exclusion. Material listing and exclusion also uses the condition technique. You can start the customization with condition table setup, followed by access sequence, condition types, and the determination procedure. So first step, set up a condition table for material listing and exclusion. Second step, set up the access sequence. Third step, set up condition types. Step number 4, set up the determination procedure. Step number 5, assign the procedure to sales document type. So these steps are very similar to what we do in our previous lecture for material determination. Now we take a closer look to each of these steps in our customization for material listing. Step number 4, set up the condition table. As always with the condition technique, the first step is to maintain a condition table. Go to transaction code SPRO. Click on SAP reference ING. As usual, go to Sales and Distribution, Basic Functions, and double-click on Listing and Exclusion. And now from the Choose Activity screen, you must choose Maintain Condition Tables for Listing Exclusion. As usual, you can choose a 3-digit number from the customer namespace along with a meaningful description to define your own condition table, or use condition tables provided by standard SAP. Now we can move to the next step. Next step, set up the access sequence. So, as usual, from the same list, sales and distribution, basic functions, you will see listing exclusion button and you double click on it. In the choose activity dialog box, choose Maintain access sequences for listing exclusion. You will see the informational message that this table is cross-client. Press continue, and as usual, you'll see the access sequences overview screen. So you can use standard setup if it satisfies for your business needs, or create your own access sequence by pressing New Entries button and using a 4-character identification key along with meaningful description. Remember, when create your own access sequences name, always use Z for your own creations and the first letter. Setup can be after that when you provide a 4-character identification key and description for your new access sequences. You can go to the Accesses tab. You can set up tables here for your access sequences in specific sequence. And if you need, you can provide requirements. And if it's necessary, you can change fields here and choose fields from field catalog. After you are finished, don't forget to click on Utilize button and to generate the access sequence. After that, you need to press Save button and return to the IMG Pass screen. And now you're ready for the next step. Step number 3. Set up the condition types. So again, click on Listing Exclusion. And double click on Maintain Listing Exclusion Types. So here you can maintain condition types for listing and exclusion. As usual, you can use standard SAP condition types if they suffice for your business needs, or define your own condition types for material listing and exclusion by pressing a New Entry button or use Copy as a reference button. And after that, provide a 4-character identification key and meaningful description. After you create your condition type, you need to assign your access sequence to the condition type. If you need, you can set a valid from date and valid to date. Or you can leave the fields blank, so this condition type will always be active. After you provide all necessary changes at this step, as usual, you need to click Save button to save your changes, and after that, come back to the IMG Pass screen. And you're ready for the next step. And step number 4 in customization is set up the determination procedure. As usual, use your IMG Pass sales and distribution basic functions and double click on listing exclusion. From choose activity screen, you must choose procedures for maintaining listing and exclusion. Double click on it. As usual, here you can provide You can use standard SAP procedures, or you can create your own new procedure by pressing New Entries button. After that, provide a 6 characters identification key and meaningful description. When you create your own procedure, you need to go in the dialog structure to Control Data tab. And here you need to assign condition type for your procedure. After you make all necessary changes at this step, as usual, click Save button. And after that, you can go back to the IMG Path screen. Step number 5 in customization is assign the procedure to a sales document type. So double click on Listing Exclusion and from the Choose Activity dialog box, choose Activate Listing Exclusion by Sales Document Type. Unlike in access sequences for other determination procedures, we don't have an exclusion indicator in the access sequence for material listing exclusion to handle situations where there are multiple condition records. Here the procedure field controls the system reaction when there is more than one listing. So we see when this field is blank, it's determined by first listing. When A, determined by last listing. When B, at least one listing must be relevant. And C, all listings must be relevant. So you can find your sales document type here by pressing position button and from the list choose your sales document type. Just for example, we can use this sales document type and press continue. So in listing you can find listing procedure, and in exclusion you can define the exclusion procedure for your sales document type. After providing all necessary changes at this step, you can press Save button. And after that, you need to go to the SAP Easy Access screen. So now we have successfully learned about all steps in customization for material listing and exclusion. So the first step, we successfully set up a condition table for material listing exclusion. After that, we set up the access sequence. Next, we set up condition types and set up the determination procedure. And in our last step, we learned how to assign the procedure to sales document types. After we provide all necessary customization, we can move to maintaining the material listing master record in our SAP system. You can maintain material listing exclusion condition records for a customer by using transaction code VB01 or by following menu paths, logistics, sales and distribution, master data, product, listing exclusion, and here you will see transaction code VB01 to create list of exclusion, VB02 to change your existing list, and VB03 to display your list. Now double click on Create transaction code VB01. When you are at the overview screen, choose condition type. For example, we will choose condition type A001 listing. It's a standard SAP condition type. If you are not using standard SAP condition types, you can use your customized condition type. Now we see key combination. When we click on this button, we will call the key combination record. So we can choose the key combination table. We can choose customer heresy article or customer material. In our example, we will choose customer material key combination. And after that, press Continue button. Now you see Create Listing Fast Entry screen. We can provide the customer here. We can choose from the list. Just for example, some entry. After that, provide valid from date and valid to date. After that, we need to provide list of materials. Just for example, we will choose some materials. And press on your keyboard Enter button. We can select our entries, we can deselect our entries, we can delete some entries by selecting it and press on Delete Row. We can use New Entries button and change validity date to change our dates. After providing all necessary changes at this step, we need to press Save button. We see an information message. with condition records saved successfully. After that, we can go back to the SAP Easy Access screen. Now you have learned all necessary information about material listing and exclusion in Sales and Distribution module in SAP ERP system. Thank you for watching Edupedia World videos.